Look, the oh, I thought it said the fall down, the fall off of XXL. I have nothing else to say, so let's get into it.
The popular and sometimes controversial hip-hop
Matter of fact, I'll say something. I don't know. Everybody fucking knows Double XL is fucking falling off. Like, where's that shit been? Double XL, you know, it started to build up and shit, and then they got to 2016, and then that shit fell off, and everybody knows that shit. And then since then, they had all these fucking underground rappers that never became to fucking be shit.
magazine XXL has become the topic of discussion once again on social media. Is it for a
Fact.
good reason? Absolutely not. Most recent XXL freshman list has dropped, and a lot of people seem to
Who on this list? Hold on.
have an opinion.
Fuck.
Is it
Hold
for
on.
a good reason? Absolutely not.
me
Most
see.
recent XXL freshman list has
Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. I've heard of DC the Don, but I don't know. I don't know who Rob is. I've heard of Lil Tyler. Never heard a song. Don't know. Glorilla. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. And Central C. Beats by Peerborn.
dropped, and a lot of people seem to have an opinion.
Like literally, I'm just looking at the faces. I think this one's Glorilla. Everybody else, I don't fucking know. This guy right here looks a little familiar. That's it. That's it. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Nobody's fucking listening. But I guess somebody is.
About it. The predominant one being that XXL lists within the past few years have fallen off massively, where once they contained big name artists, causing XXL lists within the past few years have fallen off massively, where once they
Call me a hater, but what is this fucking white shit going around your hairline? That shit looks goofy, bruh. Looks like somebody fucking sliced your skin open and was scalping you. The fuck?
they contained big name artists,
Oh my god, it got worse the longer I looked at it.
causing massive excitement.
I'm sorry. We're 17 fucking seconds in the video, but this looks like Lil Mosey's little brother, but like, why does he have a fucking grill on? What woman are you trying to seduce with your little 8-year-old ass?
Massive excitement. Many have taken issue with the fact that the stars on the list have become less and less recognizable each year. Is that really such a bad thing though? I mean, the main issue people seem to have with XXL is with the freshmen selected for the cover, but at the same time, who really is out there for them to pick from? I mean, just take a look at the list for yourself. The only names on here that stand out to me are Finesse 2-Time, Glorilla, Lil Tyler, and Central C. With
Yes,
Finesse, Glorilla,
exactly.
and Lil Tyler, I've listened to maybe a snippet of each of their music, and I only know
Exactly.
Central C because he called Doja Cat gay, so...
Exactly.
Honestly, he's a big enough star in the UK that he probably shouldn't be considered a freshman and should probably have his own dedicated cover, but I guess this helps with the US-UK hip-hop relations, so who am I to judge? The rest of the list, though...
I'm sorry, but Central C, like, he seems cool and everything. Like, his music seems, like, vibey, but whatever. But, like, is he really, like, the next, you know, upcoming, like, Double XL, like, Lil Uzi? No.
People I haven't really heard of at all. They haven't been on any of the playlists I frequent or mentioned on anywhere that I typically go to, which, in comparison to some of the more legendary lists, like in 2016 that had Lil Yachty...
Oh my god. I mean, shit. I mean, what other year would you fucking bring up? You know what I mean? Like, it's 2016.
Denzel, Kodak, Uzi, Savage, and so on, or another great list like the 20...
Everybody, like, I know everybody says 2016 was the elite year or whatever, but, like, 2016 was that fucking year. Like, this shit dropped, like... For me personally, I was in like middle school in 2016, fucking vibing out. Like middle school is like the best years of my life, probably. Fucking, it was just always lit. Like iPhone 6 vibes. SoundCloud just bumping these rappers right here. Like
2019 one
lit.
that featured Roddy Ricch, Meg Thee Stallion, Cordae, DaBaby, and of course YK Osiris. The landscape of the freshman list is definitely different now, but I asked if that should be considered a bad thing. Yes and no. On one hand, it showcases a deeper lying and broader issue with the music industry as a whole that is much bigger than XXL. We're entering an era where big stars are contemplating their retirement from the music industry. So where are the new stars that are coming to take their place and take music in a new direction? Well, I mean, they don't really exist. Music consumers have
they literally don't, bro. If fucking Kendrick and Drake and J. Cole, if they retired, like, who the fuck we gonna be bumping? Central C? No! Glorilla? No!
become ADHD
What?
riddled messes where they can't focus on an artist for more than a few songs without getting bored and going back to the same generic and established brand of music. The same people who flame XXL for having a weak freshman list don't seem to realize that the reason for that is self-inflicted. I mean, if you really think about it, Kendrick Lamar was on a freshman list. Do you not think that if there was a popping artist right now that was big enough to be featured on the list, that XXL wouldn't be capable of getting them to be on their cover? If you think not, you might be slightly delusional. I mean, hip-hop is in such a sorry state that people were touting Blueface as being the next big thing in hip-hop.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, how do you go from having fucking Kendrick Lamar and then you got fucking Blueface in the lineup? Like, how do you go from A to B? You know, you built yourself up and shit, but then you saw Blueface drop Tatiana or some shit, and you said, yeah, it's not adding up.
Because he raps off beat. I don't even want to go into the details of his situation right now. New artists don't seem capable of holding on to or gaining enough momentum to establish the same amount of success as previous generations of artists. So how can you fix this? Probably by getting rid of the internet. In all honesty, I don't think there's actually a full fix for this. However, there are patches, and I feel like XXL itself might actually be part of the solution. Now, the whole idea of the XXL freshman list is to get freshmen in the rap game to be able to get published on an exclusive list of upcoming artists. It is not only a list to showcase recognition for existing work, but it's also to give young artists a platform for future growth by having an accolade placed next to their name from an established brand. Before the most recent lists, many accused XXL of just making lists that were popularity contests instead of including artists that were actually making quality music and that were more deserving.
I feel like that's just kind of like the direction everything's fucking taking. Like, I feel like everything, like, even if you just look at Hollywood, like, Hollywood, I feel like it's gonna be like your movie's coming out and it's gonna be The Rock, The Rock, The Rock, The Rock, The Rock, because it's The fucking Rock, instead of like y'all seen how they're considering The Rock for fucking God of War. Apparently they're making a movie or something. Like, they consider The Rock just because like it's The Rock. Like, I feel like there's probably someone who could better do that role or some shit other than just The Rock, but it's Hollywood, like, and they're gonna go with the popular choice that's gonna help get some sales on it. You know what I mean?
Bring up a platform so that their music
the way
can live
everything's
outside of a
going.
niche subgroup of listeners. Due to the lack of highly streamable new talent, XXL are almost forced to give a platform to these artists that are more focused on quality projects, as there aren't enough popping artists for them to fill a 10-person list on their own. If the likes of the Drakes and the Coles and the Kendricks do end up retiring, media like the XXL freshman list is going to gain a whole lot more power than it previously had to dictate the shape of music in the future. People love to be spoon-fed information and opinions.
That was a little cheesy. Don't do that again.
It's the reason why music reviewers are so popular, and XXL is considered to be an established and trusted brand. So best believe when people are struggling to find...
I'm not gonna lie, for me, like, that shit, like, if they could have done the 2016 lineup, but like had the same like quality of picks for at least like 2 or 3 more years, like, I would have given them another chance. But like, they had that top tier year and then everything went to shit. Like, they have no reputation anymore to me. Like, it's
music
dead.
to listen
It's
to,
over.
they will flip through the freshman list to find said music and act as if they stumbled across it by chance. It may not be happening now, but with the void that will be created in the near future, it will eventually become a reality. And hopefully, due to this void, it will help to create the circulation of not just mediocre pop.
I just find it funny, like, Meg Thee Stallion and fucking Lil Mosey and the same shit. Like, it's like, it just seems like a grown-ass woman, like, and then it's like a little boy acting like a man. Like, I don't know. How old is Lil Mosey? Like 20?
Hopefully, due to this void, it will help to create the circulation of not just mediocre pop rap artists, but artists with real substantive and distinctive music.
Man, did Lil Mosey fall off or what? Like, that motherfucker dropped like 2 hard-ass bangers or some shit, and then I just never heard a good song ever since. Like,
That will be able to garner new support
Hitmaker,
and
and
to
then
them by media providers like
Homeless.
XXL. Because at the end of the day, that's the whole point of creating a freshman list, or any upcoming rappers list, to give those who truly deserve it a chance to shine. If lists like the one created by XXL were fully focused on quality, it would push the creative limits of new artists so that they can get the recognition that they are so often vying for, which may once again reshape the current sound of hip-hop. And for me, that's a really exciting prospect. The XXL freshman list, as we
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
may once again reshape the current sound of hip-hop, and for me, that's a really exciting prospect. The XXL freshman list as we know it currently may be dead, but it definitely still has the opportunity to be reborn into something that was much better than it ever was. And hopefully that becomes a reality. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck listening to AI and Nav for the rest of eternity. And
oh my god, please, everybody, I hate the motherfuckers that be hyping Nav up. Nav had a hit. We all know the hit. He had a hit. And then it's like, who's bumping French? Like, I'm not hyped over an album. I'm not. I'm not. Just, work with some other artists and get them like some bangers. And I'll tune in maybe, but like, I don't fucking care. I want to see, is there a 2023? Oh, here we go. 2023 XXL. Who the fuck is any of these? Rob, Lil Tyler. Oh, some motherfuckers we was just looking at. Do I listen? Do I listen? I'm literally skipping through this shit.
In these pockets, 4 pockets full. Gotta say I'm gangster, check my records, it's understood. Gotta say I'm mob, twist my fingers in every state. Gamble with your life, I got whatever, I 6 and 8. 10 or 4, this rapping shit don't work, then I'ma send a hoe, won't tell them more. 2 types of exotic, told them send them both, be on the flow. I'm from Memphis.
It's okay.
I told you I was gonna get you back. That's a triple double. Always been a freaky jet, trying to fuck my cousin out of the cover.
Now, I'm not really good at listening, as you may have been able to tell. But did he say something about fucking his cousin? Allow me to go back. Look at this most replayed part right here. Like, did he really say some shit? Is everybody thinking the same thing?
I love her. I told you I was gonna get you back. That's a triple double. Always been a freaky jet, trying to fuck my cousin out of the cover. Sliding in a Mustang.
Let me go back again and turn on captions.
That's a triple double. Always been a freaky jet, trying to fuck my cousin under the cover. Sliding in a Mustang.
Fuck my cousin under the covers? Is that what he said? No drugs, nudity, just straight ass. Respect. Finesse 2 times showed me what he has to offer to the rap business. He definitely got the #1 spot on this group. We making out the Walmart with this one. So Finesse 2 times is what everybody's saying is good, but I don't know what the fuck he looked like. Anyways, I'm gonna ignore the cousin fucker and just skip right on.
Driving in my 03.
Yeah, I'm already skipping that shit.
Killing no more, killing Cam. I don't know, man. Stop asking me all them dumb questions. It is going dumb questions. Live with it. Trigger finger on hold till my feelings get. This that really set.
Is she like she's getting to the part where you're supposed to make the fucking rhyme and then she just like skips it. She's like, next bar. What the fuck?
Cam. I don't know, man. Stop asking me all them dumb questions. It is going dumb questions. Live with it. Trigger finger on hold till my feelings get. This that.
Get what? Like, what do they get?
Pretty set. Here I come, go. I do the picking now. Get
This shit is ass. I had hope for Glorilla. I had hope. Like, bitch, like, do your thing, but.
chose, get top, then he get low. If you ever had problem, niggas, hollows, what I fuck good, been back.
Oh my god. It doesn't stop. I'm praying like you just get like make a bar connect. Like just one of them. Like just make them connect.
I'm every nigga's match. I step in and turn heads like, who the fuck is that? As
Okay. Like I think she had one.
I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. Blocker, where the fuck is,
And then she did it again.
You know I got something to tell. Big gator up on double XL. Put my problems in the blunt, I'ma spark them L's. Send shots to your mans while he pick up the shells. You know I gotta keep it discreet. Don't wanna hear no feedback when I'm feeding the streets. Hit the gas, got my feet on the beats. Big gator on the check-in, you're fucking with a G. Have to make your money moves, they don't tell nothing. Last year was on them standby from them Zell buttons. Them COVID days can't smell nothing. I can sense a pussy ass nigga gon' smell something.
Okay. The ending cleaned it up a little. That was regardless still like the hardest shit I've had to fucking watch. Damn, I'm glad that shit's over. There's no way Boston said he's one freaky. He's freak getting it with his cousin under the covers. Hidden talent, keep that shit hidden. Okay, whole lot of ass in that profile picture. Yep. Anyways, I've seen fucking enough. It's time to go.